everybody's striking the fan. We're going to Crazy Joe's concession stand. He's got popcorn, soda, and delicious wieners. Forget all the shows over here, the grass is greener. He'll talk about movies and TV too. Crazy Joe reviews them all for you. He says fill the evil roll into one. Join Crazy Joe and get all the fun at Crazy Joe's concession stand. Crazy Joe's concession stand. He knows movies like the back of his hand. At Crazy Joe's concession stand. Keep wearing those pajamas.
I wish I can supply ya with that sweet, sweet Hamada. Oh, what a Hamada. Stay jealous. Hamada and Margot be chillin'. These cats' egos be swellin'. No, none of you got nada on Hamada. The previous DC Godfather. I wish I can supply ya with that sweet, sweet Hamada. Hey, Walter, how about a little bad girl? Rock, ding, ding, ding. Rat, think a boo-boo charm. Don't need to sound them alarms, but Hamada came in arms, and now y'all got a problem. Hamada.
Oh my God. What up, Crazy Joe? What do you know?
How do I sound?
A little soy.
So, this is what I got last week. Got Green Lantern Civil Corps special.
That's all in?
I got Action Comics 1071.
What is that?
It's part of the Action.
What the fuck is that, RJ? I don't know any of this shit.
Robin Year One.
Holy shit, we got the Yodel alert!
Hold on. Please, ask him.
Oh, my ears are bleeding. I have the reason.
I'm Arkham Asylum. I'm in a crazy house. She's on my jammies. Look, she's on my jammies right now.
Yo, she's on his jammies, dude. You're on his jammies.
Book Todd Phillips.
What?
I heard some nutless bitch was talking shit. No, this guy's a troll. He's just a troll.
I've never done this before.
Listen, hold on.
Yo, it's me, LilMoviePerp, and I'm here with the Joeyest of Joes, Crazy.
Hi.
How's everyone doing? Oh man, I'm starting strong. Starting strong with 33 viewers. All right, that's cool. I never start this strong. You guys must be a HeartEyes enthusiast. But unfortunately, we cannot start, for we are missing one HeartEyes enthusiast, a la Max.
Yeah, he texted me and said he wasn't going to make it.
Mother.
I mean, come on. We all knew Max wasn't coming.
I'm out of here.
Hi. How you doing? I'm Crazy Joe. Welcome. Hey.
It's a real conversation now.
Oh man, I'll tell you. So we're going to be talking spoilers on HeartEyes. That's the goal here. We're going to talk HeartEyes spoilers. And right now in the chat, Lil Everett Yoakum is here, and he wants to know if he thanked us for the big debut because Perp had him in the intro there. So yes, Lil Everett, we saw your comments, and welcome to the party. So yeah, we need Perp though, because we can't talk spoilers
But
about
this is the conversation.
Yeah, well, we're simul streaming on my channel too, man. So my audience doesn't know what the heck's going on right now. So
They don't know what the conversation is.
no.
Well, let's tell them.
Can we have the conversation without Senior Nerd? I feel like Senior Nerd needs to be here for the conversation.
Nah.
Batman
We
CCC
don't
says
need
hi.
this
Hello, Batman
conversation with
CCC.
Senior Nerd.
I don't know. I kind of feel like you need him. It's not a conversation without him. Is it a conversation without the late Gene Hackman? Because he's starting the conversation.
The conversation about conversations?
Yeah.
That's what this was.
All right. I forgot Crazy Joe is also streaming his thing. My bad, Crazy Joe. I'm sorry for those
Look
in
what you
Crazy
did,
Joe's
Perp.
audience. That's my fault. It's a little bit chaotic. That's how we do it over here. I don't want that spilling out to Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe is right. We are streaming in his thing. And anyway, here's Senior Nerd. It was not a complete. You're right. It's not a conversation, Joe. Senior Nerd too.
Now it's a conversation.
All right. So guys, I'm going to need to ask you guys to behave. This is not just streaming in my stream, in my channel, I mean. It's also streaming in Joe's channel. People over there don't know how weird you guys are. Let's not give them the full meal today, okay?
No
Understand?
full
No. Back
Senior
normal.
Nerd.
Behave. Senior Nerd,
Hi,
behave.
Crazy Joe.
Talk movies. Stop it. I'm going to kick you out.
I have to say, Lil Everett Yoakum enjoyed the intro because he was in it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we got ratioed already. Dude, I hate getting ratioed.
Ratioed by who?
Ratio.
By Beltry.
I mean, what does that mean? He just
means
writes the word
he
ratio
gathered everyone's sort of opinion or consensus of the show, and he said, "Sorry, L ratio." He does research before he does this. He doesn't just come in here just saying ratio. It's him doing research. Sometimes we have good shows, sometimes we have bad shows. Sorry, Joe, you're in the
Only a
crossfire here.
loser would do that.
Okay, I asked you guys to behave in front of Joe. Don't embarrass me. I swear to God, I'll take you out back.
Yeah, this is the first live stream that's happened on my channel in 2025. There hasn't been like a live. Oh, actually, I think I did one the first week of.
Wow.
Yeah, but like since January,
You guys are
there
acting like
hasn't
a
been
bunch of
live stream.
meatheads over here.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I mean, we got
people
we
are
got- we
waiting
got-
for an answer, Perp.
We got Charlotte
Dude,
over there
Voltaire's trying to
starting
get me
trouble.
on Neil Gaiman's defense team. I won't have it. All right, Voltaire. Get
Okay, I
that
think
shit outta
is
here.
that the real Voltaire? It's not like a fake account. That's the way that's.
No, dude, that's a real Voltaire. The fake Voltaire. There's no one who would even try, even to troll him, to pretend to get into the mind of one
Yes,
Voltaire.
there's some.
Okay?
No, I'll think Voltaire.
Look
can
what he's
even-
doing right here. He's trying to gather support for Gaiman. That
I mean,
sounded wrong.
Anyways, it's not a great movie today.
We are going to celebrate a movie today, and that movie is called HeartEyes.
Hungry eyes.
All right. So
Has everyone here seen HeartEyes?
it doesn't matter.
No.
We're going through this thing. We're the Terminator. We're not stopping for no one.
All right.
Okay, so
So
you guys,
if you're
you all
watching,
got
if
one.
you're in the chat and you haven't seen HeartEyes, there will be spoilers. You've been warned. Spoilers for HeartEyes.
All right, now Lil Everett is in my chat. Okay. I tried to book a video request to Todd on Cameo, but he declined it. Todd?
Yeah,
MySpace Todd?
Todd from TNT Amusements.
Oh,
Lil Everett, if I got one tip I could give you, I would say that maybe you want to avoid Todd.
yeah. Go
Okay,
after
let's-
Todd from MySpace. Wait, no, never mind. Apparently disavow. Well, disavow your avatar, dude. It's a mess over here. Can we talk about hard? Oh no, RJ's here.
He wants to
Dude,
talk
we're
about
never
DC
going
and
to
Star
talk about
Wars.
Hard Eyes.
Yeah, he wants to talk
Dude,
about DC.
RJ, Max bailed. The show's been an absolute disaster. We're streaming in Crazy Joe's for the first time in 2025, and it's been an absolute disaster. Please, please don't ruin it.
He's gonna ruin it.
Walter, stop
Sir.
harassing people.
Have you heard?
Well, I'm here to talk Hard Eyes. That's
All
what
right,
I'm
we're here to talk
about.
Hard Eyes.
So, okay. Here come the Hard Eyes spoilers. All right, Perp. I've been telling you, and here we are in March, and we're going to talk about a Valentine's Day film. But I did do a review of Hard Eyes on my channel. It was a spoiler-free review, and I've been wanting to get into this film because there is one aspect to this film that I found extremely. At first, I loved it, and then it kept going, and I'm like, okay, now I'm frustrated. And that is this premise of the movie Hard Eyes. Every Valentine's Day.
Is this towards the end? Can we get there?
Huh?
Can we get there in terms of let's talk about everything we loved about it before we get to just the part you didn't like?
All right.
We'll eventually get to the part you didn't like. As we
Yeah,
go through
yeah.
the movie.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
awesome,
But let's
awesome.
start with the premise.
Sure,
Every Valentine's Day, this killer picks a different city. So it's like it's not in the same city every year. Like they said that I think they said the previous year he had been in. The movie takes place in? Was this?
Yeah,
year
it
in
seemed like
Seattle?
at least 3 years every Valentine's.
Was this Seattle? They were in Seattle this year. Like
I don't know. Well, they met at a coffee shop. I'm assuming that's Seattle. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Even though
So
there's
I
coffee
think
shops
it's
everywhere.
taking place in Seattle, but they also mentioned that in a previous year it happened in Philadelphia. That stuck out because I'm in Philadelphia.
Sure.
And they named another city from a previous year. So basically, this is the third, at least the third. This is at least the third year, maybe even longer. But this guy is known for every Valentine's Day picking a different city and going after couples. Although they point out that even though he goes after couples, he doesn't limit himself. Like he may not be after you if you're not a couple, but if you get in his way, he's not going to hesitate whether you're part of a couple or not.
Yeah.
So that's our opening premise, and that's kind of where I have an issue later on in the film, but we'll get to that. So go on, Perp. Where you take it from there?
Well, I'll start it off saying I really, really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I think one of the great aspects of it is how there's two types of stories being told here. There's the generic slasher movie, and then there's the generic romantic comedy. I think how this movie is able to balance both templates, parallel storytelling in a way, with genres was actually really, really, really impressive. Like you feel for these characters from the romantic angle, how they set everything up. It feels like an atypical romantic comedy you would see, from the late 90s to the mid 2000s. It feels so well done in that aspect. This movie wasn't disrespected in that angle, and I think in many ways it was perfectly balanced with the slasher aspect in terms of the structure, and I absolutely love that. I really love that. Joe,
Okay.
anything to add from that angle?
No, in fact, I agree. I thought it was pretty cool how it managed to
Yes,
legitimately.
because like one of the cliche things in these romantic movies is usually, I think in the later ones, the couple is the couple that's to be, in a sense, or work for an ad campaign, work for an ad agency. I was already like, okay, and that is not skipped upon. Like everything is really well done in terms of the ad itself. I feel like there was thought put into it, and there's thought put into it in terms of the character. So the character of the lady, I'm not sure what her name is. I don't remember her name, but the lady, romantic interest lady, works for an ad agency, and she's putting together something for, I think it's Diamonds, a specific type of diamonds for Valentine's Day, and her angle, her commercial has to do with famous lovers that got killed, Bonnie and Clyde, Romeo and Juliet. Like it was, I thought that was so genius because I would see, I think that's in like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Like I would see that type of ad agency, what they have to do. They got the big ad, all this stuff, and she blew it. And then another thing that was just brilliant in terms of the romantic comedy angle was the ad agency was so disappointed with her commercial, and it's being absolutely trashed in social media that they have to bring in this expert on Valentine's Day who happens to be the opposing love interest, because in all these romantic movies, it's always like, you've got mail, it's opposing a bookstore versus coffee shop, whatever the hell it is. So this guy's coming in, taking her job. It was, by then I was just thinking to myself, Crazy Joe, this is so perfectly constructed from the romantic comedy angle. Now, I had already seen an awesome, from a slasher angle, I had already seen an opening kill, which is very important in the slasher template. The opening kill is very well done. It involves Valentine's Day. It involves couples. And it's pretty, it shows you the tone of this movie. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty sardonic in a way, sarcastic with the characters. And it's really well done. So again, what I like to stress is the parallel storytelling of a slasher movie and the romantic comedy movie was so well done that neither was sacrificed. And normally in these type of movies, one of them has to be sacrificed. But we got down to a freaking running to the airport to tell the person you love them scene. That wasn't sacrifice, like in like something like Valentine's Day, or Valentine, that slasher movie, which was
Right.
took place of Valentine's. This took its romantic comedy very serious. And I applaud that because I'm not into romantic comedies. I know the score. I know the tropes. I know the thing. I've been dragged to a couple over the years. I know the score with these things. Now, this is the slasher angle. The killer is pretty good. But it also falls into a lot of the traps that I've been complaining about when it comes to slashers, which is maybe we could get to Joe after this little complaint that I had, which is the killer is very slick. It's like an action movie hero almost when it comes to the slickness and how he moves in and out of shadows. But then the minute the mask comes off, they turn into Chatty Patties or Peters. Okay, Chatty Peter or Patties. They always do that where they just talk, and it's like, how the hell did these both? They seem almost. You start thinking, how are these bozos? How were they so slick before when they're talking so much this time? This has been a thing since, I would say Scream brought that into the limelight, but I think Scream was a brilliant movie. And, I understand why teenage boys would want to sort of explain and show off how genius and, we did this, we did that, in their horror movie performative attitude. Scream did it perfectly and brilliantly. And people copying Scream, it's just a crutch, and I see it everywhere of the killers that just turn into, I'm going to tell you everything, and it's like for no reason, just for no reason. I think the worst one actually came from Wes Craven himself. Did you ever see My Soul to Take?
Horrible movie.
Do you remember who they were trying to blame? Because they were the killer. The kids were killers, right? One of the killers were kids, and I think it was two of them. And it might have been one. I don't remember. But they were trying to blame they were going to frame the blind kid. They were trying to blame and frame the blind kid.
I believe you.
Are you guys idiots? You think the police are going to fall for that? This blind kid was running around town killing people?
I believe you, but I don't remember that at all because I don't remember anything about that movie. I basically blocked that movie out of my head. I saw it in the theater.
It was that 3D one.
Yeah, it was, and it's one of his last movies. Maybe it was his last movie. Was that his last movie? That's horrible. If he went out on that, that's
a lot of these directors go out like that. Believe it or not,
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, no, I agree. I really like.
Shut up, Voltaire! Don't you have some freaking sexual pest to defend somewhere? Piece of shit. Sorry.
And Voltaire, we invited Max. Max said he wanted to be here for this. He said he wanted to be here. He said he wanted to talk HeartEyes. We invited him, and then he bailed on us. But
I keep forgetting we're also streaming on your channel.
Yeah. So anyway, what was I going to say?
Hard Eyes.
Yeah, I really like how this film manages to cross the genres because it's not just lip service. This film is a legit rom-com. It's like if you take out the killing, you have a rom-com here. It's not like it's just kind of going through the motions. It does all the tropes of the rom-com. So this is a film that really wants to be both a horror film and a rom-com all at once.
Without sacrificing neither, which
Yeah.
I think is the part that needs to be applauded.
Yeah, and that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Now you already kind of got into your issues with the killer,
Sure.
and that is
yeah, and before that, I would just like the romantic comedy aspect is also really well done because it's actually witty dialogue. The characters are very witty. I wanted to make that clear too. Go ahead, sorry. Joe.
This is also from the producers. This is the Radio Silence guys, right? They didn't direct it. They did not direct this, but I believe they produced this film.
Sure.
It was put out as from the producers of Scream 5 and 6. And I didn't look into it, but that's Radio Silence.
It feels like it. This could be part of the Scream.
And yeah, from Scream 5, Mikey Madison is the hot ticket in town right now. But in Scream 5, her boyfriend in Scream 5 is the male lead in this film. He's Randy's nephew in Scream 5 and 6. And he's very good. He's very good. The girl who I never saw before, she's very good. All right, here's my issue with this film.
Mm-hmm.
This film does, the horror aspect at least, it does play out like a post Scream Scream wannabe, and there is a moment that I wanted to really applaud them and say yes, that makes so much sense, and I feel they undid it. And that moment is, and again, I have a banner on the bottom of my screen that we're talking. There's going to be spoilers here. We've been told that this killer strikes in a different city every year. Okay. Mm-hmm. So they have their Scooby-Doo moment. Their let's see who this really is, where they unmask the killer. And they unmask the killer, and they don't know who the hell it is. Who's that? I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Why would they know this person? Why would they know this? This is a person who goes from city to city to city. This isn't their best friend. This is some rando who spotted them on the street. And I thought that was wonderful. And then they undid it and revealed that there were 3 killers. And guess what? We know the other 2.
Yeah. The third one was random. I thought they were going to connect it more because it wasn't supposed to be a rando, because like it seemed like they were chasing the killers were wherever this dude was. Like they were going to frame the Valentine's agency guy, the romantic interest.
Yeah.
You know? So unless you want to do that part.
But don't forget, they weren't after him.
No, but they were going to frame him.
They were after the other couple, though. Remember?
Yeah, but then why? How come they just so happened to hit his cities before? Remember in the interrogation, you were like, you were here, you were here, you were there. It made it seem like, that could be a loose thread.
Maybe
like,
I don't know.
Like they were going to frame him.
I took that as coincidence, though. Like I took that as just
that's
like
too many.
This
2 is coincidence.
Guy,
3. It was like.
Well, I don't know. This is a guy who travels for work, though. This is a guy who goes from city to city. So
that's why I'm like, from their perspective, it's perfect. To frame
maybe,
it.
But I think you could have found maybe a dozen people that had been in all those cities. Like I don't think he's the only.
Not only
guy.
that, but he's also crazy joke. He's also a guy that's obsessed with romance. Like he had they had the perfect frame up for this.
Yeah, maybe. But was that
why he does only Valentine's Day?
But was that their intent? Because they were going after her.
It made it seem like it was when they were interrogating him, and then they completely dropped it, I guess.
I don't know, because they were going after her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
And his new girlfriend, and then they saw them kiss and were like, "Oh."
It negates that part. It negates that part. So they weren't trying to frame him. They were just whatever.
I don't know.
I didn't like that part.
That's what really bothered me about the movie. Overall, I think this is a fairly good movie, but
Yeah, it's really good. I give it a passing grade, and I definitely recommend it.
I really did not like that that we ended up knowing who these killers were, because like I thought that was, to me, like it's become such a trope, the unmasking of the killer.
Yeah.
Because of the Scream movies, that's become such a trope. And when it's been established that this is a killer who goes from city to city to city, I really thought like that is a brilliant thing that they do
three
the
of them
unmasking.
travel.
Well, yeah, the idea that they're going to unmask this guy and we don't know, it's not somebody we know, it's not someone we've seen before. That made so much sense to me.
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, that's the way.
They did the whole. They wanted all three endings where it's like they had three different endings. Like just make it all three. All three are the killers.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of a Force Awake. Last Jedi, you're a nobody. It was a nobody, and it was like, well, not really. To bring it to Star Wars.
Well, there you go.
I enjoyed it. Shout out to Jordana Brewster. Can't believe she's still out there killing it. And same with Devin Sawa.
Yeah,
Can't believe Devin Sawa is out. I didn't expect to see him. That was a pleasure, absolute pleasure. As a fucking like attitudey kind of badass cop, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Jordana Brewster since like the first season of Chuck, and that was like how many years ago?
Well, I see her all the time in the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, I didn't realize she was in those movies.
And then she did I think she did a horror film, Random Acts of Killing. No, is it that one? Random Acts of Violence. That one, the directing one by the comedian kid. Whatever, I don't know.
We scared away both CJH and Senior Nerd. They were like, "Oh, they're really talking about Hard Eyes."
Hey, Lil Ever wants to know why you blocked him on his YouTube channel. What?
What?
That's what he said.
Wait, what happened?
Would you tell Joe why you wouldn't ask Joe why he blocked me on his YouTube channel? That might be a mistake. I don't think he blocked you.
I mean, I've had your chat up on the screen. You're not blocked.
Yeah, you're not blocked.
You were literally.
Yeah.
We literally had your chats on screen.
Yeah. Friends to the end, bro. What's the best Valentine's Day horror movie? And he said Hard Eyes. If you want like also like romantic horror films that are not Valentine's Day, like one of my favorites is actually from the directors of Daredevil, Born Again, Moon Knight. My favorite movie of 2022, Something in the Dirt. This movie called Spring. It's about a kid with problems that goes on a Euro trip and meets a woman, like the love of his life, that doesn't end up being and it plays the romance. It's 100% romance. She's not gonna like fucking audition him. Don't worry. Okay, you know, if you've seen Audition, you know what I'm talking about. It's none of that. It's a true blue romance movie. Spring. Loved it.
I'll tell you, this may be, for me, Hard Eyes may be the best Valentine's Day horror movie. And I'll tell you, because everybody talks about My Bloody Valentine. And there's two versions. There's the original 1980 and the 09 version.
I'm sorry, that can't be a Valentine's Day because it takes place mostly in a cave in a mine. Like, how's that? Like, there's no Valentine's vibe to it whatsoever.
But I'll also say it's, and look, Lil Everett's back in my chat there. It's right up on the screen. He's not blocked. Yodelehihu. There it is. So yeah, you're not blocked. But I've seen both versions. I've seen 1980 and the 08, 09, whatever it was version. I've seen both of them more than once, and I couldn't tell you what happens in them. Even though I've seen them more than once.
Really?
They're that unmemorable.
No.
They don't stick with you.
First one a little bit. The remake did really, like, I remember the naked woman running in the motel. That kill was awesome with the bed.
I don't remember that. And I've seen it twice. I don't remember that.
I liked. I saw it in 3D. Did you see it in 3D? I saw it in 3D in the theaters.
I don't. I usually try to avoid 3D, but that was a while ago, so I don't know. I might have.
It was fun.
And then there's Valentine with David Boreanaz.
Yeah, that one.
Again, I've seen it more than once. I barely remember anything about it. I couldn't tell you much about the movie. It just didn't stick with me.
I think he was the killer too in that one. I think Angel was the killer. I remember correctly.
Spoilers for
The
a
spoiler stream.
25-year-old movie. So yeah, no, I think Hard Eyes might be the best one. Also,
The jam.
and then the finale's at a drive-in, and you know I have
You have
a
problems with that?
a love of the drive-in. So
Oh.
that yeah.
You see Salem's Lot?
Salem's Lot? No, they were looking at My Girl Friday at
Oh.
the drive-in.
No. Did you see Salem's Lot? The remake. There's a.
Oh, I
final
didn't
set
see the
piece-
remake. No.
Oh,
it
the
was
final set piece
original.
is awesome. It's in a drive-in.
Okay, did you like the remake of Salem's Lot? Because I've heard it's awful.
I like the ending of it. I
Okay.
like parts of it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was his Girls Friday, Howard Hawks movie. Yeah, I mentioned that in my channel. The ultimate romance, like butting head romance movie, the one that started it all.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So I don't know. That's the thing. That's the number one thing I've been itching to talk about Hard Eyes with is I loved that idea that the killer, they're going to unmask the killer and no one's going to know who it is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it made sense. And it kind of plays with the trope too, because
my God.
the trope is, oh,
back.
you unmask the killer.
Hey guys,
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
hey guys, guess what? I just applied Cameo so I can make some money.
Oh, base, get that money, get that green.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
Yodelay-hee. Are you gonna yodel for people?
Yo, see, I yodelay a little out of love. The
Magical.
sweetest way of resting yet devised.
Are you gonna
Because
yodel?
when I-
How much to yodel? How much money to yodel? How much money in Cameo do I pay you for you to yodel for me?
The video costs $10.
$10 and you'll yodel for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna get it. Let me know. Link me to
No,
your Cameo.
But wait, Lil Everett, I thought you were already on Cameo. Weren't you on Cameo already?
Yeah, I just applied it.
Yeah, but he's going big time now. He's going big
Okay.
Cameo.
He's
Okay.
big time.
Mhm.
It's good.
We're going big Cameo. By the way, in case
I'm telling you, you need to get something for that call.
Here.
anyone
Here. Here's the link.
Oh, there's the Cameo. Okay, I'm gonna save this.
Years ago, tradition returned tonight ahead of St.
How do I save
You
this?
just get the radio on.
Old St. Patrick's Church
Oh,
presenting the event. Tonight's program.
Are you watching
Radio.
politics?
copyright.
From
I watch WGN.
Goddess to
Oh,
a
cool.
saint,
How do you?
a message
How do I-
of unity. And there she is, WGN's very own Bona Tuttle.
You got headphones?
As guest
Mhm.
narrator, the Trinity Irish dance and other Celtic Chicago favorite.
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Ooh.
Wow, that was awesome. Did you see Hard Eyes, Lil Everett?
We'll tell you which.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Did you see Hard Eyes?
Yeah.
Cool. Me too.
Make some big splashes in free agency.
Yeah, we all saw Hard Eyes. We were doing a spoiler stream.
Sports.
We were pretty much ending it, unless you have anything else to say, Joe.
No, that's all I have to say about Hard Eyes. I mean, I've been itching to talk about this, but for the longest time, I was the only
Sorry.
one who'd seen it. So
Sorry.
I don't know when
I
Max
saw it,
saw
but
it.
there was
Max,
always something going up.
Max is like, I saw it. I'm like, when did you see it? You didn't talk about it.
I saw it. All right. Well, I guess that we could end the stream now.
All right.
All
But
right.
we got Lil Everett here, unless you want to interview him or something.
Hey guys, click the link. Click the link to my Cameo.
Here, I'll put the link in the chat. It's a chat. Guys, there's this Cameo. Do you guys see it? Let
Yeah,
me know if you see it.
highlight that. Put it up on screen. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yodeling Yokum 3.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
All right. I hope Todd Tucky will love this.
Todd Tucky would be an idiot not to love it.
Oh my God.
Wait, don't end it yet. I got a topic for you nerds. We're not nerds here. We're all, dude, not even. I don't see you with a Cameo, RJ.
Hey,
No, I'm ending it. I'm done.
Okay, yodelay.
Yodelay,
Yeah.
who? Joe, do you want to do your pajama song or something? Oh, he left.
yeah, no, I'm here.
Joe, do you want to do your pajama song or something?
Sure, but it'll be on my channel, not yours, because you don't.
Oh,
have
I don't play it.
Yeah, well, how could you?
No, you can't. Like, oh yeah. Well, can I do like this and then you just play it? How does that work? Right?
I don't know. I'm gonna play it on my channel because it's saved in my StreamYard.
Daredevil numbers are in. Good. I'm sure it's great.
Marvel
yeah.
talk.
All right, so we're wrapping it.
Rumored to be, yeah, we're wrapping it because look, RJ's desperate. Look what he's throwing us all this bullshit. Look at this. Daredevil numbers are in.
Flop.
Rachel's in the room.
Superhero
We don't
flop.
talk about that stuff here.
Here, I'll show you.
Superhero flop.
I'll give you another topic that RJ won't give two shits about. I watched a 1953 movie today. It was the first movie ever written by Dr. Seuss, The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T.
Where does he put those fingers?
He tries to get 500 kids to turn them into slaves to play the piano.
I don't like fingers in that.
Yeah. 5,000 fingers. You know what? I didn't like it. And apparently, apparently that was the popular consensus when this film came out too. It was a
Stick to
notorious
books,
bomb.
dude.
Well,
Wait,
this
Degrassi loves it.
I'll say this:
Agatha was for kids. Please,
it looks very.
Get with the memes. Agatha was for wine moms, dude. Get out of here.
This is this movie looks very Dr. Seuss. The production design, the set design, it's very Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
It just doesn't quite have a story that demands 90 minutes of screen time. I think it would have worked better as a short, but that's it. Degrassi loves it, so there you go.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to Perp after the show.
No, you don't.
Yes.
I'm not doing anything.
All right,
we've done writing. Go ahead.
We've done our HeartEyes talk, so I am going to end it on my channel. If you want to keep going on your channel, and
yeah, I'm ending it too.
All right. Well,
Thank you guys.
then I'm going to say on my
Keep wearing
channel,
those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them bitches, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.
Just act like it's all fine. Mix signs, sick of trying, but it's all good.